Hello my friend, in today's video I am going to share some of the best things that you can do to speak English. And my friend, this is the question of most people, that I can understand English but when it comes to talk my mind goes blank. So it is because you are doing that for the first time. So I am gonna tell you the exact solution that you can do, that you can follow to take your English at the next level, and by following all of the things that I am gonna tell you, you will be able to speak English fluently. And one of the most major reason that why most people are not able to speak English fluently is because they feel shy, and because they are doing that for the first time, and due to that reason they are not feeling good when they are talking. Of course my friend, you will commit some sort of mistake, so you are not supposed to talk in a fluent way from the beginning. So you don't have to try to be best from the beginning. You will commit mistakes, so don't feel shy. And it is one of the big reason that why you are not able to speak English. And the second reason that why most people are not able to speak English is that they have a low confidence. And your confidence is gonna come if you will keep doing that thing, if you will keep speaking in front of anybody. Wherever you are getting opportunity, you have to speak. You have to just increase your confidence. And how will you be able to increase your confidence? By doing something, by following the repetition. And the repetition in progression is gonna be so much helpful, so much beneficial for your English speaking. So the first reason that I told you that why you are not able to speak English, because you don't have that much confidence to talk anywhere, and you'll gain some sort of confidence. You'll gain confidence by talking wherever you are going. So you have to talk, and you don't have to think about perfection from the beginning, because perfection is not gonna come from the beginning. So it is going to take some time. To don't feel shy, and don't be low confidence. So most people are doing one more thing, which is preventing them, which is holding them back to speak English. My friend, what is that? They're just trying to compare themselves with the other person. You don't have to do that. You are not supposed to compare with the other person, because other person may have a good communication skill, other person may have a good fluency, may have a better fluency than you. So you don't have to compare yourself with that other person, because you will be better when you will keep doing the thing, when you will keep following the right thing in the right direction. So these are all the three major reasons that why most people are not able to speak English. And the first thing that I told you, that they have just low confidence. They are not able to talk wherever they are getting opportunity. So you don't have to do this sort of thing. You have to just avoid this sort of thing, because following this sort of thing, you will not be able to speak English. So you don't have to feel shy when you are talking to the other person, or you don't. You are supposed to feel shy initially, so you don't have to think much about that. So you will feel shy initially, so don't think much about that. And you should not have low confidence. And the more you will talk, the better that is going to be. So the confidence is gonna come while doing all of those things. And the third thing that I told you, that it is also preventing people to not speak English, and it is that they are just comparing themselves with the other person. It is also one of the big reasons that why most people are not able to speak English. And I'm gonna tell you the solution of all those points that I told you. So I'm gonna tell you the fourth solution actually that you can apply to speak English fluently and confidently. And these are all very powerful tricks and tips that I have followed, and I have seen the result into my speaking English. And most people are following the same thing. Most people have been following the same thing. So you can apply. You can also apply the same thing if you want to speak English. And the first thing that they are not doing, and if you want to speak English, you have to do this thing. So you have to read out loud. So you have to read book, of course, and of course you will be reading book to take your English level at the top. But for that thing, you have to read out loud, because when you are reading inside of your head, and when you are not reading that out loud, then word will not come at your mouth, at your tongue. So you may think inside of your mind in a right way, but when it comes to talk in a right way in front of anybody, then your mind goes blank. And it is because you haven't practiced that much, or you haven't read that book out loud. So reading out loud is gonna be so much helpful, and it is gonna take your word at your tongue to speak. So that's why you have to read out loud. And the second thing that I'm gonna tell you is that you have to you don't have to think much about people, because people are just thinking that what that person will say. Because I'm not speaking English in a right way, I'm committing a lot of mistakes, then what will the other person say or think about me? So it's totally a wrong thing that we should not do that. We should not focus upon, because initially we'll commit many sort of mistake, we will make many sort of mistake, and if you are thinking about the other person opinion, that what the other people will say about us, then we will not be able to get that fluency for what we are working. So we don't have to think much. This is the second point that I told you. And one more thing which is going to help you a lot, that you have to talk to yourself more wherever you are getting opportunity. I mean, you have the opportunity because you are gonna talk to yourself now, so you have so much opportunity to talk to yourself. Then you have to talk to yourself if there is nobody around you to talk, and you don't have to think about any person, that if that person will come, and if I'll sit with that person, then I'll talk. You don't have to think about that. You have to talk to yourself if there is nobody around you, and make it comfortable by doing the repetition, my friend. So the more you will repeat, and if you are just doing that over and over again, then you will find yourself over a period of time that now you are ready to talk in front of anybody. So let me summarize all of the things that I told you. The first thing that I told you, that we don't have to feel shy when we are talking in front of the other person, because it is gonna happen because we are starting. So we don't have to feel shy. That was the first thing that I told you. We don't have to feel shy. And the second thing that I told you is that we don't have to compare ourselves with the other person, because it is one of the worst thing that we are doing. So we don't have to compare. We have to stop comparing ourselves with the other person. And the third thing that I told you that is holding us back, that is preventing us to not speak English, and that is because we don't have that much confidence. So confidence is gonna come when you will keep doing the thing what you are doing, when you keep following the process which is being told to you. The solution I told you, that we have to talk to ourselves if there's nobody around us. So this is the thing that we can do. And the second thing that we can do, that we have to read out loud. If we are reading the book, and if we are reading inside of our mind, and if you are not reading out loud, so that is not gonna help that much. For that thing to happen, we have to read out loud, then that is going to help, and that is bring the word at our tongue, and it is gonna be easy. It is gonna be more easy for us to speak English when you are reading the book out loud. And the third thing that I told you is that we don't have to think much about people, that what other people say. If you commit mistake, of course we will commit mistake initially, but if you are just gonna quit due to the opinion of other person, we are not gonna be able to do anything into our life. We don't have to think much about the other person's opinion, because it's their duty. They are supposed to say what they are saying. And the fourth thing that I told you is that we have to just make it comfortable by repetition. We have to learn on every single day, and by repeating the process and by following all of the things that I told you, you will be able to speak English fluently and confidently. So it's gonna be an easy thing if you are following all of the process that I told you. And I have followed the same thing, and most people who are able to speak English fluently and confidently, they are following the same thing. So you can also do the same thing. It is not any rocket science. Then you can apply. There are so many other simple things that I'm gonna tell you in the next video, and all the things that I told you in this video are enough to make you fluent. And please like this video if you think this video is gonna be beneficial for you, and subscribe my channel to get more knowledgeable content from my side, and share this video if you think this video has a quality content to make you fluent English. So that's all for today, my friend. Till then, take good care of yourself.